Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This time I'm going to do something a little bit different. As you know, I'm pre-diabetic and I'm working on it. My numbers are coming down. In fact, tomorrow I'll be having some blood work done. At least that's my goal. I'm going to see the doctor here on base. If you didn't know, I'm in Kuwait. So I'll go ahead and see the doctor. And hopefully I can convince the doctor to get all my blood work done, because I want to see how well I'm tracking with reducing my pre-diabetic state. Here are my April, May, and June results into graduating into no more diabetic state. And I do realize it's probably going to be a lifelong journey for me from this point on, from the damage I've done to my pancreas over the years of eating carbs in the way of mostly simple sugars that we're mostly accustomed to. But I've come to learn that me loving carbs, I love potatoes, white potatoes, yams. I love, those are the big ones. As far as carbs go, those are the big ones that I love, love, love. And it's difficult, it's a challenge for me to give those up, or to get in a range where I can have them occasionally. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to learn my body. I'm trying to learn how I react to different foods based on the way it's cooked, the timing of it, and how much physical activity I also include with it. So this is my journey. I invite you to come along with me and learn something, maybe inspire. I've been inspired by so many videos that people have put out. I've learned from them, from their experiences, and I appreciate them. Even some that I didn't even really fully agree with or I don't quite get, it's no problem. Learning from others or being entertained by others, if that's how you want to look at it, it has helped me to figure out what works best for me. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, I'm none of those things. So any videos that you've seen that I posted up to this point, definitely I'm none of those things. But unfortunately it saddens me because a lot of what I used to post before, stuff I can't eat, and I'm really having a hard time digesting, literally and figuratively, digesting the foods that I love and I enjoy, the smoothies, the drinks, the juices. I mean, I just got to find a way, how can I work them back in eventually? Maybe not at the high numbers I was eating them, but, or the high rate or the high impact, maybe not. But I would love to be able to eat them again and not see huge spikes, just be normal again. But I don't know if my pancreas has it in me. Can I teach my pancreas, can I help it to rebuild itself, to become strong again, to be able to, not the Skittles. I never need to eat Skittles again like I used to. I was addicted to Skittles. I never need to eat candy bars like I used to, which I didn't really do that much, but sort of kind of, you know, being a female, that time of month, sometimes I would crave some chocolate. The really, really bad. And what I mean is bad, it's got sugar in it. So, okay. So now I want to tell you, because I'm in this environment where I can't really cook for myself, I'm on the base and I have to eat at the dining facility when I'm on base, if I eat anything at all, if I'm not intermittent fasting. I just want to show you and show me, what does a potentially typical breakfast looks like. And I'll show you that here. Okay, out here in Kuwait, and you know, the mercy of the DFAC, which is short for dining facility. So generally when I do go in there in the morning, I'll get 2 scrambled eggs and I'll have them add some vegetables and meat to it to scramble in together. You can't really see it that well, but it is ground chicken or shredded chicken and turkey ham. And then you can see all these vegetables here. I'll put some hot sauce on it. I had some cheese put onto the side, but I didn't know for certain if I actually really wanted to eat it. There are a couple of orange slices. Normally I would do a whole lot more than that, but I allow myself to if I do decide to take it. But you'll see if I do or don't. And then there's a cup of water I'm going to drink. This is not really quite typical. Typical would be even more fruit on there. It would be more oranges on there. That's pretty much it. I have eaten some French toast, but that's not today. Today, I'm trying to see what will my sugar look like, my glucose look like if I ate this meal. So I'm gonna try my best. Every 30 minutes, I have a meeting. That's gonna be affected a little bit because I do have a meeting. So this may not be a good moment to do it, but I'll show you that I'm gonna keep track. I'm also gonna drink water throughout this process of me keeping track. I need to because my blood gets a bit too thick when I'm dehydrated. And it's incredibly difficult to get blood out of here, out of my fingers. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to get them circulated. I've worn these poor fingers out. This is literally from me taking blood work, not yesterday as much as the days before. I was doing it like hog crazy. So I actually bruised my poor fingers. Yeah, I was tearing them up. So, and this hand, it's got ink on it from a pen. This hand, I don't get much success out of this one. For some reason, I do not know. But let's get this started. I've already used hand sanitizer and wiped off most of it. So now we're going to get this started. So I've got my pen armed with a needle. And I need to pick a finger. I think I'll go for this one. Sometimes I hold it on there a moment to make sure. Excuse me. Yeah, this finger, this hand gives me a lot of trouble, but I've worn out this one too much. I'm just not in the mood to mess with. Okay, I'm starting to get some blood. So we're at 0. Okay, so I'm at 101. It's my starting before eating what we would call a traditional breakfast. So 101, not bad. Now, just to let you know, this is not my fasting. This morning when I woke up, I did have a 2-shot espresso coffee with a full bottle of milk, a full cream milk. And I think that was it. Yeah, I drank that and it was good. Yummy, got me started. And I'll show you that. I'll probably do a video on one of those, what my blood does on that one. It's just that, like I said, I'm just pricking my fingers so much. I'm running out of new skin that is healed and it's hurting. I wish there was another way. There is another way, but the doctors, the insurance company won't give me that continuous meter. I really want one of those. I'm willing to pay the money too. I'm willing to be sponsored by it too. So hey, if I can get a sponsorship out of that deal, that would be awesome. Also, I want to let you know that I will also later, usually what I drink is this is kefir. This is kefir milk, and it's great and beneficial bacteria. I make it here, so I'm excited. And it's like really drinking a liquid yogurt. It tastes so good. But I'm not gonna drink that right now. I might have it later on. Today, at least as far as I can tell, this video is about this particular breakfast. Now this is a lot of food. Probably won't eat all of it, but I'll show you what I end up eating. And based on that, I'll give you a 30-minute reading. I'm gonna try my hardest. That's not gonna work. I won't be able to give you, I may be able to give you a 30. I have a meeting to go to. Definitely an hour. maybe we're gonna do our best. Y'all just hang with me. This probably wasn't the best time to make this video because I have jam-packed with meetings, but I'm gonna do my best. Even if I have to take my stuff in and record it, or at least take a picture of it and take the reading. My coworkers and my leadership, they already know my situation. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. All right, I'll see you guys with the wrap up. Okay, now I have completed eating. All right, so here are my notes. All right, so the first test, as you remember, before breakfast, I was at 101. And then on the second test, 30 minutes after my meal, my glucose was at 110. It was up 9 points. And if you didn't know, the range of something that is healthy is about 70 and 120. So from what I've learned so far, that's where I want to stick to. I want to, whether I'm fasting or whether I've eaten, whether I've so-called peaked after eating, my goal is to stay within 70 and 120. Now, I may be able to further define that later on. I don't know, we'll see. But based on what I know, I'll make another video on showing you spikes when I'm weakened and can't help but to eat. But then I might as well turn on the camera and then maybe I'll learn my lesson. Okay, so now my third one, 1 hour after the meal, my glucose reading went down 8 points to 102, which is great. Because I know that after that 1 hour mark, we're going down. It's just going to get better from there. And then my fourth one, which was, I waited a whole hour, so that made it 2 hours after the meal. And I was down 2 more points to 99. So it seems that what I ate this morning resisted the temptation of not eating the 2 orange slices. And I would have followed it up with some more fruit too. I'm sure I would have. I'm so glad I didn't. Because my thinking is those 2 slices, I probably would have been in a reasonable range still. That's what I'm thinking. And in my mind, I probably would have said, okay, that's good, I'm fine. And I really don't want to practice that. I want to see what it feels like and reward myself with beautiful numbers like I just showed by eating a reasonable meal. 2 eggs, 2 scrambled eggs with the vegetables. There was meat in there as well, some chicken and turkey ham. So I think that was good. I drank a full bottle of water since then. And now enough time has passed. I want to drink my milk kefir, which tastes like, liquid, like yogurt. It's so good. And I make it, this is my starter kit that just came back in. So it's 4 packs. I just got this in the mail. And I'm also gonna drink my chia seed. This is chia seed water. And then I add a couple of packets of lime. And I'll do a stevia, usually an organic stevia, just 1 for this. So this is another way to get fiber in. This is a way to get probiotic in. Healthy probiotics, good bacteria, which my body needs. And I made myself tea, 2 bottles, and I used the Earl Grey. So this is Earl Grey tea. I already made my tea. I put, I think 1 or 2 packages of lime in it and 1 organic stevia in each bottle. I believe that's how I made it. So this is what I'll be drinking. Definitely will get this down before I have lunch today. And then I'll work on this for the afternoon, and that should help me with crashing. Unless I need to go back to my room and make myself an espresso, which is probably what I'll end up doing because I have another long day. Okay, after those fabulous readings this morning, why did I have to go ahead and mess up for lunch? So far, this is good. I have a couple of meats. I have lots of raw vegetables. Then I have this lovely green salad. You know, basically it's a salad with a lot of vegetables and things. And the meat. And then I have, you know, some boiled eggs. But then, dang on, why the heck did I have to just give in to this pecan pie? I mean, it's for the people. It's not for me. That's what I'm going to say this time. But I am going to do better. But I'm going to show you guys what this pecan pie did to me. And then in a future video, I'll show you what it looks like to have a very similar lunch and not eat pecan pie. This is what's left of my lunch. I ate a good portion of the meat. I ate a lot of the vegetables. I did eat most of that pie, except for the crust, but oh well. Okay, it is 2:28. This is 30 minutes after eating my lunch. And the bad part that was in my lunch that I chose to eat was that pecan pie. I should not have done it. I have to find a way to keep myself on track and not fall prey to the pecan pie out here. But this is probably not, it might be the peak. It might start going down, but we'll see in 30 minutes. Okay, so now it has been another 30 minutes have passed since I had that pecan pie and the rest of that other good food for lunch though. Pecan pie, that was bad. That was bad. But I'm at 177 now, and this is ink on my hands, by the way. I had a pen that was like leaking. But anyway, yeah, another hour, I will check it again, and I better drink some water. I think some water would also help me to flush this a bit. I'm not going to take a walk because I just want to see what it would look like on a normal, you know, afternoon of me working. I wouldn't ordinarily take a walk because it's like 150 billion zillion degrees outside right now still. But here we go. I'll see you back in another hour. Hey, so now we are 2 hours after eating my lunch that had that pecan pie, and my pancreas managed to produce the right amount of insulin to get me at 93. Now, I didn't take a glucose testing before I ate my lunch because I suspected it was down in the maybe about 101 or 90 or 100. I mean, not 90, but 101, somewhere in that neighborhood. So I didn't feel like pricking my finger for something I suspected that was going to be about the case. The main thing is what was going to happen afterwards. Oh, so my pancreas did a pretty good job. This is a good thing. 2 hours post eating that horrible meal, I'm at 93. It's not a good thing to keep practicing those, so I'm going to have to find a way to be a far more disciplined. Okay, Steph? Well, that wraps up today's video. I hope that you got something out of it. And if you did, please subscribe and share and leave comments, all that good stuff. It'd be wonderful to grow our community because it's all about trying to help each other and entertain while we can. Other than that, you guys have a fantastic day, and thank you so much for hanging in there. See you later.